Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday meeting. Hope you all had a good one during the weekend and on Monday out, or Tuesday rather, at Quebeca. We're now Wednesday at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. Daryl Marie is with me. We're going to talk about the Western Cape meeting. The penetrometer, I believe, is 27. The last couple of days been okay. Not too much rain, fortunately. So with a 27 track, remember it's on the winter course. So it's the shorter running. That's the racetrack that's closest to the grandstand. That's the winter course, got the shorter running. And we look forward to a good card. Start up in the, if I may, in the second race, just to tell you it's a maiden class field. It's over 1,200 meters and Pomp It Up as the favorite, number 10 on the card. It's priced up at 12 to 10. I was listening to Justin Staith. He sounded very bullish, Daryl, morning about this horse. His chances.
Lovely debut.
Yes. Seemed quite happy with it.
If you got the time, you must watch it. Because he was
I saw
eased.
it. I did see it, yeah.
He was eased, and thereafter, for a first timer to have picked it up like he did,
Yes.
he must be shown ability. That was over 1,100. He's obviously going to appreciate the step up to 1,200. His dam is the half sister to Pomp and Power. So this horse will go a mile plus in time to come.
Yeah.
The horses that beat him had the benefit of a run or two under their belt. So yes, lovely debut, and I expect him to go close. My concern, Clyde, is up the straight. The pen is better towards the inside.
Okay.
So
Yeah, he made reference to the outside gates and all that sort of stuff. See how they get placed and where they finish up. So, but that is a concern up the straight, isn't it?
that is the concern.
The lower the draw, the better. Is that
Yes,
right?
that's my opinion. I mean, time will tell. I did put the scratching in over here, Clyde, to double up with him. I backed him up with a favorite, with a stable companion, funny enough. I think he's much better than his debut effort. Number, what is it? Waloyo Yamani.
Number 7, yes.
I like the look of that form line. There have been several winners from there, and I think he's got a ton of scope for improvements. I expect the favorite to finish in the top 2, but the grain is soft and he is drawn towards the outside, so I'm just playing conservatively.
Okay, so we'll put the bipods up now. Then let's have a look at race number 2, where Daryl's gone all of 6, 7, and 10 in the first leg of the bipod. Remember, the 6 is scratching, so he's looking to double up with the 10 Pomp It Power. But if all goes wrong, well, then the lot will depend on number 7, Waloya Yamoni. That's the first leg of the bipod. Remember, race number 2 this afternoon starts at, well, the bipod starts at 12:45. Third race on the card. Let's get straight into the action now for race number 3. This particular event is a maiden class field. It's over 1,200 meters. And in as far as the market goes, number 12, Gimme What I Want, is the favorite. It's priced up at even money the Wednesday morning when going and tapping into the betting this morning. The second choice is number 5, Vixen's War, who's trading at 6 to 1. And then you can get 6 to 1 about the next best in the race, number 8, Amaya, 8 to 1, and bet up the balance. I guess the draw again is the question mark about the favourite, eh?
Yeah, we have to touch on it because the fact remains is at the grain in recent times has been better towards the middle inside. Once again, a lovely enough debut. That winner on that occasion absolutely bolted up. So she finished close up to the second place runner, and that was Queen Regent, who runs later on in the day. Once again, Wishless had a run. Queen's Regent had a few runs. So she was the first home of the unraced runners. Now, having a look at her breeding, Clyde, her dam through Bunker Hunt, I think contested the Hollywood Bets Durban July. Salvatore Mundi, who's a 1.5 mile, 2 mile horse. So on paper, she's certainly going to be looking for further. On that day, Clyde, they stopped racing after race 4. It was horrible conditions. So I think the testing going assisted her because I think she's looking for further, to be quite honest. I'm playing very conservatively, Clyde. Number 5, Vixen's War, is my backup over here. I think she's bred more along sprinting lines and would be more suited to this 1,200 than what the favorite is. Once again, if you got the time, watch her replay. First and foremost, they engaged the services of Richard Free on debut, and she never actually got into stride this filly. She was always been eased and cramped So I think she's way better than that effort. She has been off the track for quite some time, but from what I saw, she should have finished a few lengths closer on that occasion. So yes, very convinced that I'll get through the opening leg of the PA. And once again, you can see I haven't banked the favorite, but I expect it to go very close.
All right. The PA, we're putting them both in. Yeah, we're including the 5 Vixens War, only because the 12 Gimme What I Want. The impression is that she's looking for further. So first leg of the PA, 5 and 12. This will cost 324 Rand. Okay, back with us. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to get your pick sixes on now. And it's a plated race. It's a maiden class field. They go over 1,200 meters. I can tell you that from Betway's perspective this morning, number 12, South of France, is the favorite. It's 15 to 10. Number 6, Queen Regent, is trading at 5 to 2. There's been some support. This horse number 8, Lala Dawn, is trading at 11 to 2. 11 on the card. The next best in the market is a horse called Homing Pigeon, and that's currently priced up at 10 to 1, and then you can get 12 to 1 and better about the balance. Pick 6 time, Mr. Marie. What's the plan? Narrowing it down or opening up?
I don't know, Claude, you busy with the 8s. I'm of the opinion, although Queen Regent had 3 runs under her belt, she's going to confirm that form. I think La Landone probably needs 1 more. That's just my opinion.
Right.
But herself and number 11, Homing Pigeon, have got a lot of scope for improvement. If you do want to play wider and add 2 in the pick 6, I'd include numbers 8 and 11. Queen Regent, Claude, nice improvements in each and every one of her starts. She's ready to get it right. We'll know if this form line has worked out well, because in the previous race, you've got Gimme, what was it? Gimme What I Want, running from that wish list form line. So maybe by now she's franked that form. I watched her run last time out. She didn't get the cleanest of breaks. Clyde, she was behind runners. She moved up and then she just emptied out. So I really like the look of her chance. Number 6, Queen Regent. But number 12, South of France. She's got that outside barrier draw to contend with, Clyde. On debut, this filly really caught the eye, and a lot of people emptied out in her second start. The way she flashed up on debut suggested she could possibly get it right in her second start. Somewhat let the side down, but in saying that, she was far from disgraced. Just on debut, Clyde, if you go back to that form line, you'll see that She's My World, who's actually done extremely well out the maiden ranks, and Inside Voice, who finished second and third, have both franked that form.
Yeah.
Yes, last time out, she was disappointing, but the second horse came out to frank that form, and one further behind also won from there. So
Yeah, because they backed it, didn't they?
yeah, they put the lights out.
Put the lights out on South of France, but let's see.
Yeah, you can see Candice put her away after that run, maybe because of the fact that she was disappointing and she needed time to strengthen up. But like I say, Clyde, that outside barrier position is an obstacle.
Okay, interesting. 6 and 12 in the first leg of the pick 6. Second leg, Daryl's gone 158 by 167 by 1458 by 12367 by 345689. That's a 2,160 Rand perm as it stands. On to race 5. This is Apprentice Class 5 over 1,600 meters. And in this particular event, let me just give you an update on what Betway were doing this morning. The current favourite is number 1, Note to Self, who's at 15 to 10. Came up on them first time out. I see huge odds about Note to Self, but obviously a very nice sort. Number 10, Mela Strength, is the second choice at 7 to 2. 7 to 1, number 5, Summer Night City. Number 2, Miss New York, is trading at 7 to 1. And you've got the 8, the Fairy Knight, who's at 8 to 1. After that, it's 20 to 1 and better about the balance. Yeah, impressive first time out, Note to Self. Once pretty well over the 1,200. Now going over the mile, I'd imagine it'll suit him even better, this sort of distance. And the Appy Trent Mayhew's been riding him. Justin was saying he doesn't know him. He's never met him. But he's hoping that he'll be able to pull it off for him too.
Well, he's going to meet him a little bit later today. Yeah. The fact that he won over 1,200 could make this horse very special. because he's really bred for this trip and even a bit further. Now, his half sister, Bar What a Winter, actually went, I think, 1800. So if if a What a Winter can go 1800, you must know there's some stamina on the dam side, Clyde. Very, very tricky race in that it's an apprentice handicap, and you know a lot of these apprentices like to get on with it from the jump. So Trent doesn't want to force the issue, but he certainly wants to hold his position, Clyde. He can't be turning for home last on the fence.
Yeah.
He's got his work cut out. So it's going to be interesting. I'd like to see him midfield, if not a little bit closer. But I guess all depends on the pace. Like I say, Clyde, now that he goes this distance, he could be anything and he could remain unbeaten. But it is a concern that he came up on them on debut. Number 5, this apprentice knows this mare extremely well. I don't think she's got the best of rides in recent times. And with a little bit more patient ride this time round, I think with 52 to shoulder, in receipt of, 8 kilograms from the favorite, although she's a 6-year-old mare, she's going to run another honest race. She's always thereabouts. And then the Night Ferry gave Herman Brown his first run was his first runner a winner.
Yeah.
And take note, Clyde, that was the first time this horse had actually stepped up to a mile and had his tongue tied for the first time. And if you listen to Grant van Niekerk in that post-race interview, you would have heard Grant say that this horse never came back to him. He always travelled too hard and he thought he was going to empty out. And the fact remains he kept on finding. I mean, who says this horse hasn't stripped fitter? Mr. Brown's got to know him a few more weeks more in his care. So I've included him, and there's one apprentice who knows the Cape Town circuit extremely well, and that's Brevin Plaatjes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Champion apprentice.
yeah,
Now.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we've certainly got the champion apprentice on our side of here. Note to self, certainly wouldn't be surprised if he bolts up over here, Clyde.
Okay.
He could be a division above this lot.
But then you could get any sort of result.
Yeah.
Huh?
So it's either him or the field. I've got him with my second and third choices.
Okay, let's have a look at what Daryl's recommending in jackpots. We're going 1, 5, and 8 in the first leg, by 1, 6, 7, by 1, 4, 5, 8, by 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. No bankers in this jackpot. Welcome back, everybody, to race number 6 on the card. We're having a look at the Apprentice C Stakes, and it's over 1,000 metres, a stakes race. And in this event, number 2, Poetic Princess, is probably the best in here in terms of the weights, but the market has got them as follows for the Wednesday morning market anyway. 7-2 the field, and number 1, African Memoir, tops the boards and holds that position. 6, Escarpment is the next best in at 4-1. Number 2, Poetic Princess, at 9-2. Number 7, In a Timely Manner, is trading at 9-2. And then you can get 6 or 7-1 and better about the balance. So the 3-year-old In a Timely Manner, he seemed to win impressively first time out. I mean, what price? He also wasn't necessarily fancy, but he seemed to win with a lot of authority in the race.
Yeah, another one that came up on them, Clyde. This also, he could be anything. Who says he can't remain unbeaten?
Yeah.
The way he quickened up on that occasion was eye-catching, and the horse that he beat came out and won Sardinia Bay in his next start, Clyde. So I respect him. I know one would say...
It is 1,000 metres
yes,
now, eh?
One would say that the comeback, the drop to 1,000 metres could be an issue. But, Clyde, it is sticky. These apprentice handicaps are going to go hell for skelter up front, and Trent is just going to be biding his time, and he could potentially quicken on by. I actually had a look at his breeding because I thought maybe the 1,000 metres is going to be the wrong move for him. But, his half-brother, Inafix, is an out-and-out 1,000-metre horse. Yep. Let's see how he goes. Now,
I think when I heard Justin say, he was saying something to the effect of, when you get races, sometimes you don't get the races you necessarily want, but because there's so many, you've got to run them.
Yeah.
You've got to take the opportunity and run them and see how they go. You can't leave them in the box. So
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
you've got to take that into
And
account.
please believe you me, there's more races that trainers and owners have been waiting for, and they get beaten on in any way.
Yeah,
Clyde.
yeah,
It's
yeah. It
just the
happens that
nature of
way.
the beast. So, Escarpment and African Memoir ran on the very same day, Clyde.
Yeah.
So you can go on times of it.
And
Excuse
how
me,
do they
Clyde.
marry up?
And African Memoir's time
Mm-hmm.
was 2 lengths quicker, and he carried 2 kilograms more, Clyde.
Yeah.
So based on that, you're going to be certainly leaning towards African Memoir. Now, the horse that he beats is highly, highly regarded, not trained. So this horse, although he's lightly raced as a 4-year-old, he could make it 2 from 4. Pump It Up, one of the favorites earlier on,
Yeah.
ran a good few lengths behind him. So let's see how he goes. But I'm not excluding Escarpment, Clyde. I love the way he quickened up last time. I thought
You liked him last time, didn't you?
I
When he won.
thought he won extremely well. He loves the Kenilworth 1,000 or 1,200. So, yeah,
You win again.
on times he's got it all to do. But
Eric Sands' filly, she got any chance? Cassius
yeah,
Steve?
these fillies, you have to take note of, Clyde. They actually better weighted. But the comment was that she's recovering from an injury.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't
she
know.
hasn't
Clyde.
been in
I'm
for a
leaning
while.
towards the boys of here, numbers 1, 6, and 7.
Okay, it's a second jackpot, everybody. Let's get the second jackpots on. Be sure to do so. The race closes at 3:05. Race 7. Let's move on to this middle stakes. They're going 1,100 meters here and take a look at what the story is with the market. Number 4, the US of A, powering home all the while, is 16-10 favourite. Second choice in the race, number 2, Arctic Wizard, is trading at 4-1. Number 8, Nordic Quest, is 5-1. You can get 7-1 about the 7 Loose of Winter. That's not a bad price. And 10's and better. I know that Michelle was saying something to the effect about, you know, the distance and all that sort of stuff, that the horse is probably a better, 5 furlong horse, right?
Absolutely.
And that
Especially in
11 might be a bit of a, but she's willing to take them on, she said. She said her horse is doing very well.
Well, why must he sit in the box, Clyde?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah.
last time I remember Gavin sent him, went clear,
Yeah, that's his style.
and that's how he runs, eh?
Yeah, the
he'll
extra
do the
100
same today.
meters is certainly a negative in my mind,
And
especially
what,
in
and
the
then
soft
the
going.
US of A comes and chews him up the last time. Is that how it's going to go?
Well,
what?
if the game was only that easy. Yeah, the US of A lost Hamati. I mean, he put him to bed quite convincingly, and he only got £4 for that win. The maximum in that race was a £6, Clyde, penalty in that B stakes. Even if he had got the 6, he would have still been under sufferance with the best weighted horses over here. But it's just the manner in which he's keeping on improving and getting the job done. So although he's a good couple of pounds out with the best weighted and the fairest 6 over here, I can see him winning once again. Am I going to be going out and backing him? Absolutely not. Now, Clyde, Festival Chic. This filly came out running last time out, so one could say 1,000 meters is a bit of a concern, but I watched her carefully in that replay, and I thought the 1,000 meters is certainly not going to pose an issue. What I do want to say is, Clyde, that was her second run after quite a bit of a rest, a lengthy rest, and if you watch that race, she got taken up at a crucial stage on that inside running rail, and but for the interference, she wins much more convincingly
Wow.
than the 1 length margin. Now, she got a £4 penalty for that victory, and she should have won easier. So she's second best weighted over here, and if she should have won easier, she could be close to joint best weighted. So she's going to be my second choice, number 5, Festival Chic. Then I've got respect for numbers 1 and 8. They're my third and fourth choices, but no surprises to see the US of A keep on rolling. My danger is Festival Chic.
Okay, well, Craig Zackie's ridden the US of A once before, I think, and got quite close. Let's have a look at Daryl's recommended pick 3. By no means overs in terms of his selections here. 1, 4, 5, 8 in this first leg of the pick 3. By 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. By 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Eighth race on the card. Let's move on to this event. It's a class 4 over 1,400 meters. So a handicap as you'll know it. And let's have a look at what Betway are recommending from a betting perspective. Wish List is favourite, and that is 5-2. Muzieni riding that for Justin Snaith. Second choice, number 6, Viva La Vida. Vaughan Marshall and Sean Veal, they team up here. They got the 53 kilos on the back, 7-2. And then you got James Crawford's number 12, Lady Lookalike. Louis McCarthy has been riding winners in Quebec particularly, but riding well, 11-2. And one Rahaba is in currently at 8-1. It's 10-1 and better about the balance. I'll talk to you about Wish List, what you think of her. I mean, second outing over the 1200, she seemed to win really well and pull away. I think there's a lot of confidence about her. She seems like one of the better horses around at the moment. And and Justin made the comment about just to see how Muzi is going to place her. It's going to be interesting to see what Muzi does with her, because that may well be a big factor. I watched her replay. And she started changing gears the last 100 meters. She just started pulling away from them at the end. And I get the impression she might well do well from the front. I don't know.
You got a big punter now or what?
She could make
You're listening to interviews, you're watching replays.
No,
Who's this big
I do
punter?
it for Weighted to Win. I got to do it. I watch for Weighted to Win.
Okay.
But I'm saying I watched her win. I thought it was very impressive. The comment is, how will Muzi ride her? I'm hoping he takes her to the front and start to finish. But I like her a lot, personally.
Yeah, and there's several horses that finished behind her running on the very same day. So
Yes.
Queen Regent, Give Me What I Want, Lala Donne, they all finished behind her and quite some distance. Yeah, Clyde, very impressive filly. Winchell, Joe Somo trained her, I'm sure of it. And I think she actually won the TAB Oaks over 24.50. So, I mean, she's going to love the extra inexperience around the bend. That's my only hesitation over here. Exact same could be said about Viva La Vida. I played to beat her last time out. I thought the 1200's going to prove too sharp for her. Clyde, this filly, going through the 600, you would have torn up your tickets.
Really?
Gavin was niggling at her. She was off the bit. And I said, I've done the right thing over here. 200 meters to go. I knew my fate. She was extending away from them. Now, if you have a look at her breeding, her dam also stayed. So I think 1950. So she herself will love the step up in trip, and she herself has done absolutely nothing wrong. She is getting 2 kgs from Wish List. That may prove to be in her favor and make it interesting. Clyde, Rahaba, number 1. Now, this filly, I think, is finally over a trip, which she's got the hang of now, because they tried over further early in her career, but she wasn't quite strong enough to get it. Now, last time out, she proved it. Over 1,400 from the worst draw of all, she ran an absolute cracker. Now she doesn't have to fight for an early position. She's going to be there for nothing. I'm not excluding her chances. Yes, the other two have got a lot more scope for improvement and may put her in a place soundly, but I think you have to include her if you're going wider. The same can be said about Dream Searcher and Octillo. So, yeah, Clyde, obviously we have to lean towards the fillies with more scope for improvement, but they are going around the bend for the first time. They are stepping up in trip for the first time. So there are question marks, but let's hope they can prove that they fillies to follow in future.
Yeah, it's never easy when they're stepping into their handicap or debut handicap, so to speak, and see this will give us an insight as to what they're all about. Daryl recommending 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 in a box trifecta. Okay, so we're on to our final race today, and this is a open maiden. It's over the 1,400 meters, and in this particular event, the support has been for number 9, Future Free. Shortened into 5-2. The second choice, number 3, Gallic Forge, is trading at 7-2. Number 4, Jeu de Flute, is trading at 7-1. 7-1, number 8, Magnus the Good. And number 5, Time Honored, is at 10-1. It's 14-1 and better about the balance. Support for Future Flow. He's had a handful of starts to date, Daryl. last time over the 14, stays over the 14 today. But the impression I got was that he's going to continue showing the necessary improvement because he's come right. I guess the draw is a bit of a factor in this case,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Well, Muzi, no nonsense jockey, Clyde. He gets him into a good position. Very seldom do you see Muzi racing 3 wide. Now watch him race 3 wide on this occasion. Yeah, Clyde, if you like him, you have to like Gaelic Forge's chances. I mean, they ran in this very same race. Gaelic Forge, I think, finished ahead of him and is half a kilogram better off. So, I mean, although Future Free found interference and he didn't quite get a clean run or clear run in the straight, there certainly shouldn't be much separating the two. Future Free, we know he's related to 8 on 18, Clyde. This horse, when he gets gelded, I think he's going to win so many races. I'm not saying he can't win today, but I'm waiting for this horse to get the unkindest cut of all. I really like his chances, Clyde. And we got Drickus fighting on the weekend, eh?
Sunday morning, eh?
Yes.
So you got Springboks playing Australia on Saturday. You
Yes.
go to Ellis Park.
Am I?
Are
I'd
you?
love to go.
Okay.
Jonathan Bloomberg, help us.
I'll talk to him.
Okay.
And Sunday morning, Drickus, what time? 6?
5 o'clock. I think 5.
5.
Just tune in from 5 o'clock. We're up at that time anyway. Janneman Vatkan is my suggested bet over here. I'm certainly not saying he's a good thing, but Clyde, like you mentioned when you opened up this preview, he's an open maiden. And take note of the weight he's set to carry. He's set to carry 49.5, Clyde. That race last time out, yes, he was well beaten, but he was raced from off the pace on that occasion. If JC, you still rate JC. He's got a
Very
little bit
much.
quiet, eh?
Yeah, very nice. He'll come, don't worry.
Okay. If
He
JC
knows
can
what he's
get this
doing.
horse out, Clyde, and into a prominent position with that sort of weight, I'm hoping he can stay on into the money. For our viewers who follow me, I've suggested a place bet on number 6, Janneman Vatkan.
Janneman Vatkan, and that's what is that, top 3, yeah?
Yes, top 3.
4-1, top 3, Janneman Vatkan. That's the recommendation from Daryl. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Betway waited everyone. Daryl and I will stay here because we're going to talk about Vol racing on Thursday.